primary force that's driving transformation in the automotive sector globally is you and I, consumers. And so consumers are looking to be able to transact in a much easier way, more often, more on the internet than perhaps in the brick and mortar. And so what's going on, particularly in the States, is the movement of transaction capabilities on the internet, but to be able to go into the store, to test drive the vehicle, to complete the final sale in a very compressed time frame. So that's force number one. All of us are used to using mobile devices. We're used to Apple. We're used to digital wallets. We're used to doing things and transacting in a much easier and quicker pace. Second, as the confluence of dealership consolidation happened where there's still the same number of points, but maybe fewer owners, as the owners get bigger, they're leveraging technology to drive the enterprise for scale. So very much looking for technology and technology players to partner with them to make their business more efficient. That's part of our solution set, right? Third, the manufacturers, they get it. Their vehicles that they launch, they're constantly getting feedback of what they like or what they don't like on the vehicles. More importantly, of the service experience, let alone the car buying experience, the service experience. And so the manufacturers are adopting technology to improve the overall experience from buying to servicing and making sure that parts are available when you show up, making sure that you can make appointments for your vehicle online, making sure that if there's an issue, they can download it automatically to your vehicle to correct it. That's very, very important. And I think the fourth one is that you'll find that the financing arms of a lot of institutes are trying to make credit available, right, to those that can buy and afford. And it's a force that has come in that plays very well with the overall equation in buying, if you will, a vehicle or trading out of one vehicle into the next vehicle, and to make that as easy, if you will, a process as possible. So big opportunity for us to be able to leverage financing arms in order to make sure they're part of our equation and make it easier for all of us to do business. So those forces are all at work today, and you have a number of players trying to take advantage of it. So our competition is much, right? We're the leader, but there's a lot, and there's a lot of private equity money that comes in for startups to come up with a great idea that we could leverage. And so what we believe in is we look to either build it ourselves, leverage, if you will, talent as we have here in India to help us build it, or we end up acquiring companies that fill in an area that we just can't get to as early as what we'd like. Does that make sense? Whoa. Does that make sense to everyone? Right? Okay. So about $2 billion, and a little over $1.2 billion is in the U.S., and that's primarily the DMS side. Then we have the digital marketing side, which runs probably $300 to $400 million, and the same on the international front. So we break it down into three segments: digital marketing, DMS, dealer management system, and then we have the international space, which we keep separate. I don't try to greenfield an operation unless there's leverage and scale. To get to leverage and scale, you either have to build out a facility, hire people, train people, which is what we're doing here in India. That's a good jumping off point, if you will, to do business in the local markets. Other areas where you don't have a center, we'll end up partnering with either a large dealer group who has acquired some stores or built out some stores where they ask us to come with them, or a manufacturer who would say, I will provide you the dealerships under your software, and we'll have an agreement to go to market together. Those are the ways that I try to work here. So we're right on the cusp of figuring out what we'll do for the Indian market, but we're set up in a way that with these centers, that's a good jumping off point.